Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation 38 Special, new YouTube war. I'm taking on the role of the Commonwealth and the French. Boston Bruce is going to be my ally with the KMT in the United States. Global War 36 enthusiast is going to be the Comintern again. And Hambone is taking on the role of all three Axis powers, Germany, Italy, and Japan. So I was going to do a recap video to end the last YouTube war, 43rd Wessex, but I didn't get a chance. That game ended. The Allies and the Comintern ended up surrendering to the Axis. So me and Hambone went ahead and pulled out the victory there. Hard fought all the way around and really competitive like these games always are. So I'm expecting nothing less from Operation 38 Special here. So let's get into the Commonwealth portion of the turn. Two tech rolls. We're going to go for radar, not on the board, and anti-submarine warfare. These are both at 7. So radar first. On 11 we succeed. And anti-submarine warfare. 5 we miss. So 1 out of 2. So we get on the board with the radar. Okay, so how about purchases? The United Kingdom has $12 and they're spending 8 of it. We're going to upgrade 2 militia to infantry for 4 and an AA gun for 4, so that's 8, so they save $4. The FEC has 5 to spend. They're going to spend 2 of it and save 3. They're going to upgrade a militia. Anzac has 3 and they're not going to spend any of it. So the board isn't completely set up yet. I only have the major powers set up through my turn. So like Italy still left, the United States, the KMT, and all the neutrals still. Okay, so let's get into non-combat. I guess we'll start over here with the Anzac. So this motorized infantry is going to tow this artillery 1-2 to South Australia. And then these 3 ships are going to come over 1. I guess they can go in port there. I guess it doesn't really matter, but that's a light cruiser, a destroyer, and a naval transport come over 1 to P-76. As far as the FEC goes, strategic naval move, this naval transport here in I-6 is going to come down 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it can go in port there in South Africa in what is that? 1. I-1 it looks like. Over here, we're going to have this militia in southern India come over to Calcutta. The militia in Delhi come down 1 to southern India. The infantry in Delhi rail to Calcutta. The Gurkha in Burma back up 1 to Bengal. This naval transport is going to come over 1, 2, 3 to Hong Kong. These ships here off of Calcutta and I-11 are going to come over 1, 2. They'll just come over 2. So that's a battleship, a heavy cruiser, and a destroyer. This light carrier with a fighter at a major base, 1, 2, 3. I guess it didn't need it. It just comes over 3 to I-7. This coastal sub in P-41 is going to come over 1 to P-42. This destroyer in P-50 is going to come over 1, 2. Join this fleet over here in I-7. I guess this naval transport can be in port there in Hong Kong. I think that's it for the FEC. This fighter is still on the carrier there. Over here, we're going to have this light cruiser and this fleet sub off of Gibraltar come over 1, 2. Join that fleet over there. off of Cairo there. This destroyer is going to back off 1 to A44. This destroyer and this torpedo boat destroyer in A21 at a major base, 1, 2, 3, down to A44. This destroyer is going to come down 1 from A17 to A21. These 3 ships in A23, 1, 2, come over to A21. That's a heavy cruiser, a battle cruiser, and a coastal defense ship. This torpedo boat destroyer in A18 comes over 1, 2, 3 to A21. These ships here in A6 come over 1, 2, 3. That is a battleship, 2 more heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, and a destroyer. This medium bomber is going to fly from southern England, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we at an air base? Yep, so we should be able to reach, and that's going to land in Gibraltar. The seaplane is, or no, that's an air transport. Never mind that. I guess we can leave everything else the way it is. Nothing else is really going on. We'll take one of the militia, I guess, in southern England, and that'll walk into London just for shits and giggles. I think that's it. Oh, this infantry in Transjordan is going to come down 1 to Lower Egypt. And I think that's it for the Commonwealth. So, unit placement. They upgraded 2 militia, so one of them is this one here in South Africa. And then for their AA gun, they're going to place it at the Miner Factory in Cape Town. And then their second militia upgrade is here in Ottawa. So take off that militia, put down an infantry. The FEC just upgraded 1 militia. So replaced the militia in Sarawak. And Anzac didn't spend any. Okay, so for income, the British are at 12, and they saved 4, so they should have 16. Anzac is at 5, and they saved 3, so they're at 8, or the FEC. And Anzac's at 3, and they saved 3, so 6. So it should be 16, 8, and 6. Okay, let's do a unit recap. Well, I guess we can do France first, and then we'll do unit recap. Okay, for the French, they have $7 to spend. They're just going to spend 2 of it on upgrading a militia. No combat, non-combat. Strategic naval, or is it not strategic naval move, but we'll take this infantry and the naval transport off Cochin China. 1, 2, 3. Drop him in French Somaliland. Over here, we'll take this submarine here in M2 is going to come over 1, 2, 3 to I-5. These 2 subs off of southern France are going to come down 1, 2, 3 to M8. These 3 ships, a destroyer, torpedo boat destroyer, and light cruiser are going to come down 1, 2 to A44. This naval transport will go in port in northern Algeria. These 2 destroyers and these 2 battleships off Aquitaine in a major base, 1, 2, 3 to A44. This medium bomber is going to come over 1 to Normandy, so is the fighter. The 3 infantry in Alsace-Lorraine back off to Paris. The motorized in southern France moves over to Aquitaine. The infantry in Normandy backs off to Aquitaine. Militia in southern France moves into Alsace-Lorraine. Mountain infantry. I guess everything else can stay the same. We're just right in the beginning of things. Okay, so that's it for the French. Unit placement. They upgraded a militia, so take off the militia in Syria, put down an infantry, and they saved 5, and they're sitting at 7, so that's 12 next turn. And I did forget a couple units to place for the build queue, a French sub, and then 2 British naval units. So the French sub will place here in M1 off of southern France, and the destroyer and the fleet sub will place in A21. Okay, so that is it. How about a unit recap? Ottawa is an infantry. There's a naval transport. We'll say that's naval transports in port there in Quebec. In England, a mountain infantry. In Scotland, a militia. In northern England, a militia and a seaplane in southern England. London, a militia, an infantry, a fighter, and an air transport. A21, the fleet is 1 battleship, 1 battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, a fleet sub, a naval transport, and a coastal defense ship. Gibraltar is a militia, a fort, a coastal artillery gun, a medium bomber. There's 2 destroyers and a torpedo boat destroyer, an A-44. There's an AA gun in Cape Town, an infantry in South Africa, a naval transport and port in South Africa. Cairo is a militia and an infantry. The fleet in M8 is a fleet sub, a light cruiser, a light carrier with a tactical, a destroyer, a heavy cruiser, a battleship. The fleet in I-7 is a battleship, a heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers, a light carrier with a fighter. Militia in southern India, 2 infantry and a militia in Calcutta. Gurkha in Bengal. Hong Kong is an infantry with a naval transport and port. Sarawak is an infantry. There's a coastal sub in P42. For the Australians, there's a motorized infantry and an artillery in South Australia. Off of South Australia is a naval transport, a light cruiser, and a destroyer. That's it for the Commonwealth. As far as the French, there's an infantry in French Somaliland. There's a French naval transport there in I-4. I-5 is a fleet sub. M8 is 2 fleet subs. Northern Algeria, a foreign legion with a naval transport and port. The French fleet in A-44 is 2 battleships, 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, a light cruiser. There's a fleet sub in M1. Southern France is an infantry and a mountain infantry. Alsace-Lorraine is a militia and a motorized. Aquitaine is 2 infantry and a motorized. Normandy is a fighter and a medium bomber. Picardy is an infantry. Paris is 4 infantry and an artillery. That should be it for the French and the Commonwealth. Turning over now to Hambone for Italy.